Hello everyone. Welcome back to another stream with me, Vigoman. How are you guys? Welcome. Photoslav is the first one to join in here and talking in the chat. And Jimmy Boy is coming right after him. Welcome back to this place. I hope you guys already have watched the newest video. I published a video, let me do some quick math here, 4 hours ago. A new video came out where we built this sugar refinery and sugar farm. So if you haven't seen that, open the tab. Don't leave the stream. Stay here with me, but have that tab open so you can watch it just as I finish the stream today. Welcome Scar for the first time, and Rogue Archake. Welcome both of you first time chatters. It's going good. It's going good today. I'm gonna call you Rogue. It's going really good today. Had a good day. Been working as normal. I hit the gym and just finished eating my dinner. Actually, that's not true. I finished my dinner and we are currently renovating our laundry room in our house. It's very old, or not very old, but oh yeah, I hit the gym. Our house is built in the 1970s, so there are some, especially the laundry room, as I said, hasn't been touched since then. So it's quite outdated, and the wallpaper and stuff, it's not looking too good. So we are renovating that at the moment, just taking it slowly. I don't want it to be like something that takes up way too much of my time, but I actually managed to get some work there done as well. We are replastering some of the walls. Wow, 1912, that's super old. By the way, hi Irish Dark Knight and Darth Cat. I don't think I said hi to you. Welcome. Yeah, so we're renovating that, and the problem is the laundry room is in our basement, and it's like in this super enclosed room, like it's underground and there's no windows and stuff, and it's not ventilated. It's really not optimal at all. And then we also have the hot water heater. What do you call that in English? The heater, boiler? I don't know. Where we make the hot water for our house, and it's the room gets super humid and super hot, and it's not too fun. The boiler, I don't know, something like that. So the room gets super hot and humid to work in. So yeah, you can't spend one day working there. You'd not have a good time. So I managed to get like 30 minutes of work in today, and then I'll have to cool down for a bit playing some Minecraft with you guys. Yeah, so hot water heater. Yeah, so it's basically for the hot water in the shower and stuff. Today we are going to be working on, we're not going to finish it, but we're going to start this area here in between the sugar farm and the red light district, which is this area over here. So we're gonna use the day today to kind of plan a little bit ahead, trying to figure out what to put where and that sort of stuff. So I hope you guys will help me with that, and then we will hopefully get some actual building done as well. But I think bringing you guys along with me as we plan is a good way of involving you guys in the evolution of this city here. So how is everyone doing? Let me know please with a comment how you are today. Sound is very loud for me. I'm going to tune it down. Yeah, so I'm thinking one house here, as I kind of already planned here while talking to you, like that. And we can have another house build kind of like next to that, but then bring it back like so. Oh man, that sucks. To be sick, Rogue. Hope you're doing well soon. What do you work as, Mr. Vigo? Yeah, I have a degree in artificial intelligence, computer science, and I work as a software consultant at the moment. But I am actually switching jobs in 3 weeks. I'm going to be leaving my current job and start working as an in-house software developer for a smaller, more local company here in Norway. But yeah, I do computer things. That's my daily job. You can build like that, and then like we can kind of imagine that this house here has like, I'm using slabs to kind of indicate where we have some kind of, maybe just like a wall or a fence or something. So there's a little backyard here, a little backyard here. This here, oh, I need the sign here. I think this one here is going to be like a toilet, all in caps because I'm angry. Toilet. And then I'm just gonna kind of like lay out some blocks, and if you have ideas for specific buildings we should add, just shout out. All right. Just gonna get some random shapes in here. Something like that. No, I don't think so, Darth Cat. That's a good point. That's actually a good point. I don't think that's how it should work in this world. Like, I've been thinking a little bit about it. I don't think necessarily for this place here that the slavery is like horrible. You can kind of imagine it more like they work and sleep here. They get food, they get everything, because otherwise they wouldn't have a place to be. So I don't think like necessarily they would run away because they don't have anything elsewhere. It's not like they're not keeping them there with force. It's more like you're a slave, but more of a servant kind of relationship. I don't know. Maybe that's stupid, but that's kind of what I imagined when I built it. There is no fighting pit already, but we will have one. Yeah, it's a low-wage job where you. Yeah. I'm kind of basing it more on like Roman Empire slavery. Like, if you're a slave under someone, you're not like being whipped or punished or anything like that. You're working for them, but also your master kind of cares for you as well, if that makes sense. Like, it's kind of like I imagined the Roman society would work. Yeah, and of course there's gray areas here. Like, I believe there's probably people being utilized or kind of forced into slavery and stuff like that. Like, I don't imagine it being pure free will, but I don't think it's just black and white also. Like, it's horrible. Although I'm not for slavery. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of just their job, and they're being cared for and fed, but it's not a great life, but it's a life. And as you said, maybe someone could like opt in for being a slave or a worker or whatever, like they sell themselves because they have no other place to be. The question is, what do we do here? We could add another thing about it, it's only distance for kilometers. Even if they wanted to run, there's nowhere they could go. Yeah, kind of. They're kind of trapped by the environment as well. Kind of what I imagine here is, what if we kind of bring the street kind of under this house? Just for like a little bit. And then all this is some kind of back alley as well. How does that look on the map? I think that's gonna be cool. And then we can have one large building here perhaps. What could that be? A tavern or something maybe? I even added a sign here for a casino, so maybe that's something we will do as well. Maybe a narrow street in between these builds here. There could be some houses stick to the castle wall. I don't want that for like safety reasons. You don't want people to be able to either climb on houses to get like up on the wall, but also like if there's a house inside here, how could you know people aren't like hiding inside and digging through the castle walls like slowly? Like you need to be able to patrol the outsides and stuff. So I think it's a safety hazard to have them something built into the side. Should we do an inn here or tavern perhaps? You guys have any ideas? A slave cafeteria? Ah, that's not a bad idea. Maybe it's a small local inn or tavern where the slaves can go, but also I guess the people in the area here could go. Let's mark this. I think this could be an inn, or I mean tavern. I keep mixing those. And what could this be here? One thing we probably could have inside the city is some kind of charcoal burner. Maybe that's something we could have out here somewhere. Good evening, Xpera. I'm just gonna put a note there for myself. Hello, Chromus. Well, it's not really morning here, but good morning to you. I think this is a decent plan here for this area. I'm doing great today, Xpera. How are you? Today we are working on Sangre-Cœur, the massive forever project we got going here. And we are working on the district between the latest edition, the sugar farm and refinery over here, and the red light district. So today we are kind of first of all just planning out this area here, and then we will start building a little bit. So my idea is that this area here will be what will be the main focus for the next video, to kind of completely enclose this area. I think that would be cool. And then I think a natural, I guess you guys can help me decide here, but I think a natural direction for this project, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, Fuduslav, or that makes sense. In forest, maybe they even have to transport it because there's not really any forests around here. But we could either return to the hub of the city, the big roundabout thingy centerpiece here, and then start working on this area and kind of go back and then towards the wealthy area. Yeah, a slave market. I think I have a plan for a proper slave market, and we talked about this just before we joined Xpera. Slavery isn't supposed to be super harsh in this world, especially not in Sangre-Cœur. It's more of an overlap between slavery, but also like you have no other place to be. So you work somewhere and you get fed and you have a roof over your head kind of deal. But here I want to build like a massive slave market inspired by the one in, I think it's Marine in Game of Thrones. So that's going to be the big one. But perhaps we can have like an area like, not like a market where you sell them, but maybe like a sign up area where you can go and sign up for slavery, if that makes sense. Perhaps, yeah, I think that sounds about right. A banking facility, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. We have the slaves really close by though, but what if we... okay, let's settle the shape of the casino. So yeah, so maybe we can have a shop somewhere around here, we can figure out, but where you can kind of, let's say you have nothing, you're starving, you're out of hope really. You can go up to here and say, I'm opting for slavery, kind of, and then someone who has money can make a deal with you. But of course, people could also be sold as slaves, being really exploited, I guess. So it's a gray area, but yeah, I don't want it to be black and white really. All right, let's see if we can come up with a shape for the casino here. Yeah, I want to have like some massive banking area in the wealthy area, and I think the wealthy area will be way above the standard here. But I still have to figure out the style. I have some ideas in my head, but yeah, something like that, like a 1-year contract, or like I want it to be like of course an unbalanced kind of thing, but not black and white, like someone is exploiting slaves. It's more of a, yeah. I think all of you guys understand where I'm at. But maybe yeah, like a 1-year contract would be a thing. Yeah, that's a really good take. Like you sell yourself for a year, and then you're basically a slave. And of course, people could be forced into that, but some people could also do it by their own will. Let's come up with a cool casino design, shall we? Let's bring this out here. I want it to be rather big. I like big buildings. And maybe we can make it completely symmetrical in a way. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. Actually, even one more. I have an idea here. Let me see if I can portray this in a nice way. I wanted to have like an opening, like an atrium or something. So like you can sit inside, and then we can have like shading covers above, and that's kind of where the gambling area is. Is that big enough though? Neon lights, yeah. Yeah, we're thinking alike, Rogue. That's my idea. Have some kind of opening in the middle. I wanted to. I'm thinking like circular. If that works, that could be kind of cool. Like have a circle in the middle. But is that too small? If we do it like that. Let's try to do it without the circle. I'm just trying out some different shapes here, and we'll see what works. How about something like that? For like the general shape. And then I'm thinking can extend it back here. This here is supposed to be where the workers at the brothel lives. Yeah, that's actually diamond shaped. Accidentally diamond shaped. It is symmetrical. It's symmetrical on an axis though. But we could do it like that. Yeah, we could also just not have... We could make it like this big and not have this extended part and then just have walls. If you understand my thought here. So like this area, oops. This area here is some kind of housing where they work and administrative stuff happens. And then the rest here is just like an open outside area where we have shade cloths. I think that could work. And then we can have an extension to this side where we like store stuff. I think it's too small. So you kind of come in here. And then you go straight ahead, and outside here is like the gambling area, and then the rest of the build is for running the casino. I think that could work. I think that's a cool idea. And then perhaps this build next to it can be a bank. And they can have a wall that kind of goes under the casino. Or maybe they can even have like a connection so that the casino and the bank works together. So you can have like a grand kind of facade looking thing here. And that could be cool. Bank. And then I'm debating on should the houses here follow the curve. You might do some smaller alcoves under a balcony for more private. Yeah, we can do that as well. Hey, look who's joining. Rogue is joining the chat or the server. We can have like what we did over here. Let me show you. Like we have an overhang here. We can do something similar. Oh, a pawn shop. That is also a cool idea. So here we could have alcoves and then some walkabouts on top. That's a cool idea. Or I'm guessing it makes more sense to make it here. Whoops. So then this can be a wall that only has to be 1 floor tall, but this can be a taller building as goes with the rest. And then what did I do now? Oh man. There, yeah. And of course we need a pawn shop. That's a really good idea. Let's make this here a pawn shop. And again, should we follow the curve here? Or kind of build houses and then just fill in the empty spaces? We can even make like a park, we can make a plaza, we can make... We don't have to really do anything here. You can also work it up, yeah. So you have the pawn shop here and... Let's put the slavery recruition bureau. I don't know. Could that be this one? It's just like a little. Oh, I believe we can. Let's. let's do that here as a way of utilizing this curve, because curves are tricky to build in Minecraft. So what if we, first of all, let's find the center. This is the center. So we make like a small plaza in here, and then we have another building behind it, and the people that are yeah, waiting for a job, they can wait at the plaza in the curve of this. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? I can't really tell if I've written this somewhere already, but I have idea for lore. The citadel of Sangrekur's harbor. Like idea of it being built back in time by either Argos as a border fortress. Ooh. Yeah, you said something like this, I believe. Where a constant paranoia of incoming. Let me read this out loud, really, just so the people watching the replay or you guys watching the stream understand. So Xperia says, while I read, let me give you a nice view. Yeah, that's fine. So this is lore for the Citadel of Sangrekur. I like the idea of it being built back in time by either Argos as a border fortress or by a no longer existing realm to watch over the desert tribes and other creatures. The whole garrison ended up like the desert of Tartars, where the constant paranoia of incoming attacks and the whole mysterious thing revolving around the sand snakes make the whole garrison go insane, losing themselves to the torrid heat of isolated location. When Sangrekur is built, the old fort is occupied and repurposed to be used by the settlement and then the city. That's a really good idea. I like that. The citadel or the fort here is really like the style of it is clinching a little bit with the rest. So I love that idea for this, and of course it has been rebuilt, and like these houses in the center here are really like Sangrekurian or Tukarian. So it makes sense that they have repurposed it. I like that idea. We can make that lore. We can make that canon. So then maybe, because as we have established, Sangrekur was for a very, very long time totally uninhabitable because of the massive serpent that roamed these lands, and really like it just ruined all civilization that started to thrive here. So before they managed to tame it or kind of create some kind of deal with that serpent, there was no civilization here. So it makes sense that maybe Argus, which is one of the older and more I guess more developed civilizations, maybe they built an outpost here as a way of maybe making sure that the tribes here or whatever wouldn't do anything stupid. That's a really good idea. I like that. Yeah, so please feel free to add that to the page. Are you guys following me on the idea I'm trying to make here? Is there a well or waterway to bring up water? Maybe a well connected to a river in a park. We definitely need a well, so we need to build like a well house or something around here. Remember that as we continue planning here. Kind of going for this slave market kind of idea here, but you're not far off. Why is Okay, that's why. Argus is definitely inspired by the Roman Empire, both like in architecture, but also like I believe I'm not sure how much lore I have written down. I have a lot of lore in my head and ideas, but way back in time, Argus Argus really was like the kingdom, and it conquered mostly all of the continent, but after a while it broke up. So really inspired by the Roman Empire. So then the slaves can kind of stand out here and wait for a job. That's a good idea. Small slave recruiter thing. Yeah, something like that. You can make an aqua tunnel under the toilet. Yeah, so I believe that the toilet is here and it should just like drain straight out into the channels here. So it will probably drain out here. Similar to what we have done over here. The toilet drains out. Okay, we should probably start building. I believe it's not as entertaining watching me just plan, so let's get a little bit of this planning done. And I think we can start with the casino. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Maybe here, that would be kind of cool. What if there's some kind of cliff? Some kind of cliff just like down here. Like normally the landscape is super flat in Sangrekur. The only elevations we see are like man-made or like completely covered up like this one here. Oh, look at how immersive this is, by the way. Wow. So maybe we can have like a cliff or something. We can get to that later. Let's start the casino, and then we can do some more planning afterwards. It actually seems like you guys enjoy this. So let's break it up. Let's. We have been planning for 40 minutes now. So let's get some proper building done as well. We need to set a base. Yeah, I think we'll do that as a base, and then maybe yellow. We haven't. Well, we used yellow there. We can use tan. Yeah, let's use tan. Okay, and then lighter sand. Like I wanted to stand out from the brothel a little bit. So this is the lightest block I'm really using for a main block. So I think tan stucco. I don't want it to be white. I think that would be too bright and ruin the look a little bit. So I like the idea of using a light color, but I wanted to contrast a little bit with this, just so we know it's two different buildings. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Drapes and such. And of course we're gonna have shaders, not shaders, but shading things, shade cloths, and they can be all sorts of fancy colors. And then I believe like most of this back area here would just be some small back alley thing and just landscape, similar to this, I believe. No problem, Xpera. Enjoy your dinner. If you have any spare, please bring me some. These windows here will have to go, I believe. Purple. Purple is that's a great idea. Let's remember purple. So let's make this a little tall, like one block taller than the rest, just so it stands out a wee bit. That's true, and purple has a really like punching color as well, like it stands out a lot. Yeah, that's cool. And then like we could like put a statue or something on top to really make it shine. Okay, this will be a little lower, like that. Similar here. And then not making this too tall. Bye-bye, Windows. Just a little bit of a different shape on the top here, just so it's not too flat. And then we bring this over like that. Yep, that's gonna be cool. So we have to, I think this will be the facade. So only like this diagonal bit will be visible, at least from where it counts over here. The back here will be slightly covered by this building, which will come here. But then I haven't decided what to do with this side. So we will build it as if it will be visible. And then if we find a way to cover it up with some buildings, we will just do that, I think. All right, let's, whoops, start recording. And then we're just gonna get some general shape. Let's build, should we build this section first? Yeah, let's do that. Maybe if it's a visible place to paint. You mean like a mural? Yeah, mural, yeah. That's a cool idea. I used that a lot in Osterham. Haven't done it much in Sangre-Cœur. We can play with idea. Or some mosaic art. Yeah. I'm down for anything, really. Is that marble? No, it's travertine. So main gate there. We could do a garden as well. That's a good idea. We will say let's build the casino as if there will be housings, no housing around it. And then if we want a garden is fun. I really like having gardens because they add a lot to the overall city, but they don't take too much time to do. So they kind of create a lot, but it takes a lot less time than adding a house. Similar to like this plaza here. It adds so much. It adds space, it adds color, and took me like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes to make. A terrace garden, yeah. Just keep the ideas coming, guys, and we will see once we get there. Wow, what is this kind of song? So it's higher than the pathways around the casino. Perhaps, yeah. I don't like this song. That is true. But again, like, yes, this casino would probably be for all sorts of people, not just the wealthiest. Right, and then I imagine we can do... Let me see if I can figure out the nice way of doing this. Don't like that. Kind of like that. Let's keep it for now. Are you inside, Rogue? I can't see you, but I believe you. Let's do something similar here. Or how does it look if they are one size smaller? No. That's better. But let's try something a little different. Yep, that's better. Much better. Right. Above here, we need to have some fancy pantsy stuff. So either we... Is this really directional? It is. This is not directional though. Okay, so something like that. All right, let's just get started on the rest here. Hey Waldo! Hello, hello! Welcome to the stream. It's been super long. How are you, man? And I think because I'm on the lazy side today, let's get this one up. I'm doing good myself, thanks. It's really good to be back streaming again. For those of you who don't know, I've made myself a challenge of streaming every Monday. So I've been really slacking on the streaming lately. So I need to just set some like rules. And for me now, it is to stream every Monday unless something else happens. And so far I've been kind of keeping that. I had like 2 weeks ago I had to go away for work, but apart from that I've been able to always stream on Mondays. I have a life, yeah, but again, like I don't feel any guilt for not streaming because I like streaming and I like building the community, and I especially like having all of you guys as a part of this project here. That's a great idea. I want to do that. Some kind of statue would be really cool. But I will do that after the stream because statues and stuff for me takes so long. So yeah. Thank you, Waldo. It's from Manor Lords, I believe. No, this is actually from Kingdom Come. I haven't played through Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, but yes, I think actually I want to play it and maybe either make a playthrough or stream it or something. I think it would fit for my server. And it would also be fun to do something a little different for a bit. And like the Kingdom Come Deliverance games are the perfect inspiration. So like I remember I played Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and the idea was to get inspired. Lagging the lagger, hello, hello, hello. I might play some more Manor Lords later, but I feel like I've already like played through the little bit of functionality they added in the beta or the early release or whatever it's called. But I might definitely play it again if more stuff comes out. If I stream it or make videos, I'm not sure. Streaming might make more sense. It's easier. It's a lot of waiting and stuff, so I don't know. A snake, like a statue or like a mosaic thing. Alright, cool. That looks really cool. For the inside here, we should... Let's make these first. And I kind of like the idea of having them as alcoves, like that. That's a cool idea. We can see if we can do something like that. Let's add some color on the inside here. Maybe this, or not really color, but... That's kind of cool. I really like that. And then for the floor, let's do some kind of... I learned this, I think it was Razor Dawn, in the... not the previous stream, but one stream. About a really cool pattern. And then the last block can... should we do serpentine? Sure, why not? So basically, diagonal lines of three different blocks is such a banger. Not sure why. I didn't know until Razor Dawn showed me. But I loved it. Just look how beautiful that pattern is. And there's probably a reason why that works with 3 colors and diagonals, but I don't know why, but it works. Yeah, it does look good for a casino. Alright, purple. I like the idea of purple. It's not super purple, but this purple here looks a little out of place, I think. I don't think so, Waldo. I can't come up with on the top of my head what that looks like. Didn't like that song either. Let's go for this one. Man, I kind of like the idea of purple though. Let's see how. Oh. Good catch. Oh, that sounds cool. But no, I haven't seen that. That's really cool. I'm going to Morocco in the winter, and I'm also super stoked to get some inspiration and just look at buildings in Marrakesh. So that's gonna be fun. It probably will be a nightmare for my wife because she has to take me to look at all these different buildings. But yeah, I think it's gonna be cool. Yeah, Bakayasek. But this is a casino, so it is rather wealthy. But it kind of works with the design, though. Let's go with it for now. I think that's cool. There's a shaded area below here, and they can play casino all night long. Okay, let's stop the replay there. Where are those things you talked about, Waldo? What country? Cordoba, Medina, As-Sahara. Where is that, in Africa somewhere? It's in Spain. Ah. Cool. Just gonna be adding some like gradients to this, just because I can. Ah, okay, yeah, so Andalusia kind of parts of Spain, I guess. That sounds really cool. I need to go to Spain then. Alright, we need to do... I think we should try to do a statue. I have written that down somewhere. What deity should we make a statue of? That is now the question. I think Setesha, the god or the stranger, would be a good idea. So there's 7 gods. The first one is Hazarin, which is like the almighty god, the godfather or whatever. And then Sarakarat, which is the serpent in the desert, which is like the guardian of the earth. Nephrahis, the god of the afterlife. No, not the afterlife, but the life and waters. And then Jeroman, the god of afterlife. Ramsinath, the god of art. Shetesha, the stranger. And then Asikiret, the warrior. So I think Shetesha would be the best. So the idea of Shetesha is it's the stranger. And the stranger is wise, and he comes with new ideas and help. So kind of like he's wise and helps you with to make more money, and you can kind of pray to him for good luck in gambling and stuff. I don't know. I think that's the one that makes the most sense. Welcome back, Xpera. I haven't. I have done not a statue, but I've made a small tribute to Shetesha up here. This one. The serpent isn't dead. The serpent is still alive. No one can kill it. It's too big. But they have kind of tamed it a little bit. My idea for Shetesha is that this is. Now I'm kind of ruining it a little bit for you, but it's an alien. Someone who came from this earth. It's not supposed to be a human. So if it is an alien or not, who knows? But in the religion, if you look back at it from modern day, you would say, that's an alien. That's an alien. And they come with new ideas and how to build civilizations, and they're very wise. They have they have the answers. So Shetesha is. I build it so that we who look at this with more of a skeptical kind of modern eye would say, yeah, that's some alien stuff. And I kind of think it looks like an alien. It's like weirdly shaped. Like look how short the legs are and how long the arms are, and it has like these antennas on the top, 3 antennas. But we could build a demigod as well. Like, I haven't made those up, but we can come up with something right now. Yeah. And it kind of follows... Have you seen... I love what's the name? Controversial theories? Is that what it's called? Man, what is it in English? Conspiracy theories. That's the word I'm looking for. That like there's a conspiracy that there was some aliens who kind of brought civilization to Earth, and you can see these like statues all over the world where people held like, well, not people, but they looked weird, like shaped weird, and they held a handbag, and you could see them all over the world. And there's like a conspiracy that they are aliens that brought the civilization, the idea of civilization, to humans. That's just fact, yeah. I always remember a meme regarding Rome that's like, when you're so cool that you built architecture wonders and nobody says it was the aliens. That's a good one. The Numenors, yeah. Numenorians. But we could build a demigod. I'm open for anything, really. I'll give you 10 seconds to decide. Demigod or Shetesha. And while you decide... yeah. Just take it as a compliment if people think it's built by aliens. Acqui was here in the last stream. Shetesha is written like this. Yeah, I think of the gods we have, Shetesha makes the most sense, but we could do like the god, or like a demigod of good luck or something, or of games. Like they could be like a general symbol of all casinos around the world as well. Maybe we should do a minor god for gambling in games. So that's like we can put that in other places in the city as well, and it could be like a sign, subtle sign of you can come here and gamble. Yeah, the god of gambling, or just a god of games, I think. And then we can put that on the fighting pits or the arena. I believe I want to do like some kind of coliseum where you have like races or something, kart races. Yeah, let's do a god of games. And games it's a sign of a civilization that is has come quite far. So games could be fun. How does magic work in Ushea? Expera asks. And my idea is that Ushea is part of a magical world, and there definitely is magic here, but it's not something you see every day. It's imagine how medieval people thought the world was. Like they believed in magic and stuff, like not technically magic, but they believed in magical creatures, and they believed in weird things. And that stuff exists in this world. There are magicians. There are, like, the serpent is magical, and who knows? Maybe it's not a part of this religion. Maybe it's not the guardian of the earth. Maybe it's just a magical creature that naturally evolved. I want it to be some kind of mystery in this world. Like, is it magic, or does it have a natural explanation? We don't really know. So, and also the gods, like, they believe they're real. We don't know. We see some signs they might be real. We see the massive serpent, which kind of a lot of people take as a sign that at least that serpent god is real, but they haven't talked to the serpent, so they don't know what the serpent, who it is. Like, they just believe it's one of the guardians of the earth sent by the god. Sent by the god Hesserin, and they don't know, like, and they believe this religion is a true one. But in the other kingdoms, in Meria, Argos, and Gelia, they believe in the goddess of of everything, and they believe her to be the only god. So, yeah, I don't want it to be like any facts in here. I want it to be how people in medieval time might have seen the world, but some of it is true. Like, there are people who actually can do magic, and there are wizards, and there are creatures. I wanted to get into more like creatures eventually. I do believe it would be fun to do some kind of dragon slayer or something. Like, there are dragons in this world. Do you see where I'm going with this, guys, or am I just talking rubbish? It makes sense in my head, but yeah, we could have prophets like in Egypt, people that can read the future. So there's definitely magic in this world, but we don't know if, or what they portray as magic. They believe it's magic. If it is actually magic or just some kind of natural thing they don't understand yet, who knows? Yeah, that's also an idea. Maybe people utilize this and... Okay, let's gambling god. What does a gambling god look like? I believe you're right, Xpera. I don't think a massive Colosseum would make sense here, but I think they should have at least a fighting pit or perhaps some kind of racetrack. But we'll have bigger ones in Argus, in Kata, the capital of Argus. I agree. Maybe some hippodrome could make sense as well. Gloves. Don't make it too fancy, guys, because I will have to build this, and that's not going to be pretty. We could have a big hat. One of the gods. Bunch of racists. Is that a joke? I don't get. So, Ramsinoth, the god of art, which is portrayed here, she has a pointy big hat. So that's kind of her signature. So we need something else. Maybe a statue of a man with so I'm kind of imagining like maybe he has sacrificed something, as a game. He has sacrificed something. Maybe he can hold. He can hold a bag of coins as Waldo suggested, but maybe he has offered his arm. I get it, Jimmy boy. I get it now. That's I assume you're a dad by that joke. So maybe like someone who has offered, so he only has, or maybe just one leg perhaps. He's offered a leg and an arm for to win. How's that? I'm just gonna try that and see. Slot machine, a modern slot machine. I don't want it to be too large either. It could also be like a scale. Like imagine a person. Like it has to be something I can easily build at smaller scales, so it's like visible. What if someone holding two scales, like in a game, like you... Yeah, that's true. They're associated with justice. I'm just trying to think of a statue that we can build like in smaller scales, because I can't have like a huge statue on top of this small building. Let's do some Googling real quick here. Should I bring you guys with me? Let's do that. That's not the ideal scale. Can I... Oops. There. Now you can see my screen, right? Hey Akwi, welcome, 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 welcome. We were just talking about you, we miss you. We could do a bird. Or a cat. Oh, this one is badass. Anubis. Mostly good things. I'm just kidding. Like some kind of bull. A cat would be cool. Yeah, cats are really tricky to do though. But I think I should be able to do a bull, like have these horns. And then he can hold a bag of coins or something. Let's try something. I'm just gonna go straight to the head here, I think. And let's go back here, so you can see me. I know that's why all of you are here. Base of a lucky animal, bull or ram with big horns. Yeah. That could also work. The problem is with foxes or jackals or whatever is I already have that. That's Jeroman, the god of the afterlife. He's looking like what did I write? Portrayed as a standing dog with spiked crown. So that kind of looks like a jackal or a fox. So I don't want it to be anything similar to that. I love these statues, by the way. Probably some of my best statues, I think. Yep. Well, I'll be honest. I was inspired by Anubis when I made them. I'm not gonna lie. That's awful looking. Looks like ponytails. Hey, lucky loser. Hello, hello. This is why I didn't do the statue on the time lapse, because it is absolutely impossible to do good statues. Okay, let's. I need something else. I can't do the horns for this one. Have I done? Let's see if I can find. Yeah, I have one over here. I just need like a diagonal statue so I can. This one is kind of cool. A super simple design. Honestly, not that bad. Thank you, guys. Like statues. Whenever you see statues in my videos, know that I probably spent half the time, the entire time for that video, just building that one statue. That's too small. Or is it? It's kind of in scale with the rest of the building. And if we then can add... No thanks, Jimmy boy. No thanks. Can we make... Like, this one doesn't give away anything. We need a way of knowing it is what god it is. And we also need a name. Just became a German statue. And it became a hugger. Man, this is... Can add some gold for detail, yeah. Maybe that, but on head. I added, where are you? There's a little statue here. The toilet man. That could be... Could that be the god of games? I don't have any, like, backstory for this one. As you said, kind of sitting there gambling, leaning forward like that. We can make this one out of... And maybe we can tweak it a little bit and add like it holds a bag or something. It's just like diagonal are tricky as it is. Okay, let's copy this over. And I'll build it out of serpentine or gold. Yeah, let's do it in some brighter colors. True. That could be possible, but don't expect too much. How? Oh, wow! Look at me, how smart I have been. I say god of drink driving? Not yet. Should we? Dangling his feet over the edge here. Yeah, look at that ass. That's two cheeks. So it sits like that, and then maybe we can bring one of his hands up, and then he holds something. Like that? Like he holds like a bag of money or something. That's small enough, so it's kind of in scale, I believe. And something we can recreate for other locations. He could have a hat. If we want to do something a little different with him. Like he has a horn. The bag could be in gold. If it is, no. Sphere. This looks kind of like gold. I like that. And then we talked about eyes. And we have that, but then it turns into a frog or some kind of reptile. And not sure I like that. But again, like the gods of this religion here aren't human. None of them really look like people. Like they all have weird features. So maybe this is some kind of reptile gambler god. God of money. It looks like Rango. Yeah, it does look like Rango. And he was in like the western area where they had casinos and stuff. I don't know. Probably not anytime soon, Xpera, but if the game evolves more, I will, because I just feel like for me to enjoy the game, it lacks a little bit. Like I want to build cities and build stuff, and for now, when you get to a certain point, it's no longer like fun to build anymore. It's just like a constant battle. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's say we need a name though. We need a name for the gambler or the game god, the god of games. And he is a reptile. He has a spike on his head. Could he have a spike on his back as well? Like some reptiles have. Kermit. It would be kind of fun to call him something like Kermit or Rango or something, but then just make it like Egyptian. We will figure that out. Changos. Let me see what... Rango Rot. I don't know. I will figure out something. Or Kermit. Could be something fun, just like a little meme for this. It looks kind of frightening as well. Rango Nathan. Rangomon. Kermis. Yeah. Let's leave that be. Kermit. Yeah. These are kind of small to have private gambling alcoves in. We need to figure out how, like, usually gambling there's like big tables with more people. Is fair in Dutch, Kermis? I did not know. Maybe we can have double meaning there. Barrel table? That's very like tavern style, but I believe... How big are these? Isn't that pretty cool? Oh, fair. I thought you meant like that's fair. It's like medieval fair. Ah. Yeah, we can have some music as well. That's a good idea. And I also believe there is indoor people playing sixes. And we could also have the Gwent. So we can have different kind of tables here. That's too close. Oh man. Erlich. Ah. It sounds kind of like it would be in Norway as well. Yeah, so we need like a high-end table as well. Maybe that's inside here. This is the high-end alcove. Yeah, this is Manor-Lord's, I think. Yes is ja, similar to German and Danish and a lot of the other ones. Idea, guys. What if at least one of these, or maybe let's say two of these. Yeah, it's the same as such. Let's say these are stalls where you can come and you can buy like what do you call it? Chips, I think, for gambling. We should probably also have a bar. Let's make this access to the bar, perhaps. So here, like, this is where you kind of get some of the money. Then we should probably open this up in the back here. Or actually no, let's should the bar be inside? I think the bar should be inside so they can have access to a kitchen and stuff. But yeah, a musician would be kind of cool to have here. Maybe something like that. Could that look like a place to store chips? This table here is a little close, I believe. Or what do we put here? What do we put inside here? I think if... Not that old wall though. Not at all. Could just be storage. That's actually a fun idea. Some kind of spinning wheel. Could be a thing, like they could make that medieval times. Some of these have, like this one. Could be like a spinning wheel. Oh man. Could be like fancy kind of spinning wheel type of thing for gambling. And then we talked about having some colorful kind of drapes on the walls here. So let's get that. Maybe we could have like silk instead. Maybe that's better. Oops. And then maybe like there's a bag of money here, or I guess maybe a small like cup or something. Hi. I'm streaming at the moment. We need... There is supposed to be some kind of earthware. Victory mod. I don't know where it came from, but... So maybe here like one of these are for the gambling coins or whatever. I don't know. I agree, maybe some foreign merchants brought painting from Osterham and other used in gambling dens. Ah. Foreign merchants. So you think we should rather have paintings inside here instead of drapes? Just moving that a little bit so we can add some fire, some lighting. That's also a good idea. You know, frescoes as well. Yeah, I kind of like the look we have now with these hanging down. Can bring them all the way down. Oops. It's a fire hazard? Nah. We're only in a very hot and dry city. There's no worries, man. It's all under control. We could, like, it is technically connected, it's just next to it. I'm not sure if we should have another, like, secret passage between them. I don't think that's necessary. But yeah, they could definitely be owned by the same person. How does that look on the map? Pretty cool. Yeah, we need to do a lot more like decorating on the top here as well. I'm not sure about the spike, but could you have a tail? I don't think so. Yeah, maybe there's some kind of underground like mafia, or I don't know, something that owns this, like, I don't know. So yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna add, like, connect them. I think that makes sense. But guys, I think that is all we got time for today. We have been streaming for 2 hours on the dot, really. And that is usually how long I stream. I have stuff to get done at home here. Chores and stuff that will have to be done now. But guys, it was fun, really fun today. I think we got a lot done. The planning, which is really the trickiest part, I really believe we were onto something here. I think this is going to be a cool area, and I loved all the ideas for the casino, but also like for the bank and the slave market thing. And I think it's all coming together. I'm excited to see where this goes from here. So I will stream next Monday, and there will be a video out whenever there is a video out. Doubting there will be a video ready before next stream. Just because I'm going away this weekend and I have a lot of stuff to do this week. But we will be back on Monday, that's for sure, and we will build as much as we can. That makes sense, Jimmy. I will see if I can get that done. Well guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I will see all of you later. It's been Viggo Man, and I'm out.